Ladies and gentlemen, my name is proV, and I would like to welcome you back to the program on the exclusive show. Today, let's talk about the oddest case I've ever seen. Now, it's not odd because it's confusing, no. It's odd because it stinks. It stinks like week-old shrimp in a hot car. We're talking about a 4 to 5 year trafficking case for opium and heroin. Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas, you heard of them? Some of the biggest drug importers in U.S. history. They didn't have a 4-year case. You know who does? Greg, Real Right and Uncut, Cherry, Greg Cavaniss. And before you say, maybe he's just lucky, no. The only people with cases that drag this long are either protected by someone in law enforcement, working for the government themselves, or sitting on a gold mine of information they keep trading in exchange for freedom. Now, I don't care if you hire a high-powered lawyer with a Rolex and a Harvard degree. If you're caught moving that weight, you don't skate unless the system owes you a favor, right? Okay? And those favors don't come cheap. You follow me? The only way out is if you beat the evidence, legal search and seizure, rights violations, suppressed evidence. But Greg's not Houdini. He never was. He's not dodging bullets in court with legal brilliance. No, this smells different. This smells like someone's been making Queen for a Day deals. And for anyone who doesn't know, that's a real legal term for a snitch agreement. You sit down with the feds, spill everything you know, and in return, they keep you out of an orange jumpsuit. Let's be real. This isn't a DA who's taking their time. This is a low punishment DA coddling Greg like he's a lost puppy. Why? Because his YouTube channel makes him look like a savior, rehabilitating quote-unquote addicts. In reality, all he's doing is recording people slowly killing themselves while he cashes in. Every day his channel runs more and more. Gets those views, gets that revenue, and more lives get wrecked. But Greg stays free. Coincidence? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England, okay? Now, the sheer number of court dispositions? Freaking wild. Penelope, Marley G. Not to mention those, but Greg's case should have been wrapped up years ago. But my experience tells me they're holding it open like a tab at a bar until he testifies on someone, or until he's got fresh names to hand over. Every new case, every violation, every slip up, that's leverage. They stack it up, keep him sweating, and in exchange, he sings whenever they call. Now, let's walk through the receipts, okay? Greg catches a heroin trafficking case in 2020. He's on probation at the time. While that case is open, he picks up another charge, meth possession. That's 2 brand new cases while he's still on paper. That should mean a probation violation and an immediate trip to jail. But guess what? That's not what happened. Instead, they terminate his probation, combine the heroin and meth cases, and keep it moving. Dude, yeah, sometimes this happens for regular people. Yeah, but here's the difference. Most folks still end up serving time. But Greg didn't. Why? Because the second they realized they had him dead to rights on all 3 cases, they flipped him. They turned him into an informant. And here's the best part. Greg has the nerve to ask other people, "Hey, you a snitch? Hey, what? Hey, you are you a snitch?" Not all. Well, I heard him say it a few times on video, just enough to notice. And when you got public court records like this suggesting you're cooperating, because that's what it looks like. That's not confidence, that's projection. That's a man trying to sniff out if anyone's about to do to him what he's already done to others. So don't go on calling people snitches, Greg. You know how else you can spot it? Look at his court appearance. He waived an attorney, just ran through the system, didn't hire a lawyer for over a year. You know why? Because when you're not fighting the charges, when you're not preparing for trial, you don't need a lawyer on the payroll. You've already made your deal. You're just reporting to your handler. Keep the case open. Keep the information flowing like a river. And the hammer never drops. Never drops. So when this finally ends, if it ever ends, don't expect to see the real terms of his sentence. Don't expect transparency. Expect smoke and mirrors. Because the truth about Greg's case isn't written in the docket. It's whispered in the rooms you and I will never be invited to. Greg, you've asked others if they're a snitch. I think it's time you answer that question yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is proV, and this has been another proV Unstoppable and proV Belly of the Beast production. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.